have thought that an ancient Egyptian healer might hold the secret of Sagittarius. If prejudice is a poison for the soul, Sagittarius is one of its greatest antidotes. Today we are stepping into the world of the Archer, the sign of open horizons, truth-seeking, and wisdom beyond borders. Sagittarius is the ninth sign of the Zodiac, a mutable fire sign ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, faith, and higher knowledge. Its symbol, the centaur archer, is one of the most meaningful images in astrology, half animal, half human. The lower half represents instinct and earthly nature, while the upper half aims an arrow toward a higher truth. This sign is not satisfied with inherited answers. It wants to travel, question, compare, and understand. That is why the story of Sinuhe fits this energy so deeply. Sinuhe is the archetype of the seeker who crosses borders, challenges rigid beliefs, and discovers that truth is larger than any single dogma. Sagittarius rules the ninth house, the house of philosophy, distant travel, foreign cultures, spiritual vision, and the search for meaning. Jupiter, known in ancient wisdom as the Great Benefic, is not just the planet of luck, it is the force of expansion. Wherever Jupiter touches the chart, life asks you to grow beyond your old limits. In Sagittarius, this growth happens through exploration. Travel, philosophy, education, different cultures, and the courage to leave the familiar behind. People with strong Sagittarius energy are rarely content with repetition. They are seekers of perspective. They want to know how other people live, what other minds believe, and what truth looks like outside the walls they were raised in. This is why Sagittarius often appears joyful, humorous, adventurous, and honest. At its best, this sign connects worlds. It turns experience into wisdom and movement into meaning. Like Sinuhe, Sagittarius learns that every border can become a classroom and every encounter can become a revelation. The blessing of Jupiter is not just fortune, it is the widening of consciousness. It teaches that the soul grows when fear gives way to curiosity and when certainty gives way to wonder. But every great fire has a shadow. The shadow of Sagittarius appears when openness turns into arrogance, when belief turns into preaching, and when freedom becomes escape. A person who is meant to break dogma can easily become trapped in a new dogma of their own. Blind optimism, exaggeration, restlessness, blunt speech, and running away from responsibility are all lower expressions of this sign. Sagittarius can become so obsessed with the next horizon that it forgets to honor the ground beneath its feet. Physically, this sign is linked to the liver, hips, thighs, and the body's relationship with excess and movement. Its deepest lesson is this: real wisdom is not knowing more words, collecting more philosophies, or traveling farther than everyone else. Real wisdom is becoming bigger without becoming harder, freer without becoming empty, and more truthful without losing humility. Sagittarius reminds us that life is not about comfort, it is about meaning. Tell me in the comments, where is Sagittarius or Jupiter in your chart? What belief, fear, or old wall have you had to break in order to grow? Subscribe and stay open-minded because the next step of the journey always begins beyond the edge of certainty.
Friends, have you ever felt that the walls of tradition and religion are suffocating you? Today in the main video of AstroKavakeb, I reveal the secret of Sagittarius.